Hello guys, Croft is here. Today we'll delve into the universe of Dune, specifically revisiting one pivotal aspect of the 2021 Dune movie, which is the gifting of Arrakis to House Atreides. Since this act serves as the catalyst for the entire Dune series, the question arises: why did the Emperor give Arrakis to Duke Leto Atreides and then send Sardaukar to destroy them? Also, why did Duke Leto accept going to Arrakis despite knowing that it was a trap? We'll also address a few other questions like why Leto didn't just refuse and why did the Emperor did not take Arrakis for himself. The Emperor's decision to take Arrakis from House Harkonnen and give it to House Atreides marks the beginning of the Dune saga. But the movie only briefly explains the reasoning behind this act, leading to lots of confusion for those unfamiliar with the books. Essentially, the reason lies in the fact that House Atreides and House Harkonnen had long-standing animosity that stretched over multiple generations. These rival houses intensely despised each other, and their feud was well known throughout the Imperium. So the Emperor used their known animosity to hide his involvement in the destruction of House Atreides. The Emperor wanted to do it using an elaborate political scheme carefully crafted to hide his involvement. Since House Atreides and House Harkonnen were rivals for hundreds of years, the Emperor decided to get rid of Duke Leto using the hands of his enemy, the Harkonnens. The book makes it pretty clear that Duke Leto was aware that accepting Arrakis was extremely dangerous and likely a trap. The same sense of worry is also seen in the movie, but to a lesser extent, since moving to Arrakis was void of any celebration and filled with the sense of unease. So let's delve deeper into why House Atreides decided to move from Caladan to Arrakis in full knowledge of the potential danger. Arrakis, as explained in both the movie and the books, is the only source of spice, the most valuable resource in the Dune universe. Spice is essential for space travel, and since humans have spread all over the galaxy in the Dune universe, spice is vitally important. On top of that, it's widely sought for its addictive psychoactive properties and utility in scientific processes. So the immense value of Arrakis is derived from its exclusive production of spice. Possession of Arrakis signifies a potential fortune from the spice trade, which is exemplified by the immense wealth amassed by House Harkonnen. For that reason, the Emperor's gift of such a valuable planet to House Atreides was seen as a grand gesture by other houses. The question, however, remains: why did the Emperor gift this treasure to Duke Leto and then use Sardaukar to kill the Atreides? As alluded in the movie, House Atreides was gaining popularity among the other houses. Duke Leto, an honorable and charismatic leader, inspired loyalty in contrast to other houses such as Harkonnen, who ruled primarily by fear. The increasing influence of House Atreides was perceived as a threat by the Emperor, prompting him to execute a move to try to destroy the House Atreides. The Emperor chose to reward House Atreides with Arrakis, a planet promising immense wealth. While appearing as a generous gift in public view, this move was a trap designed to eliminate the threat posed by the increasing popularity of Duke Leto. In the book, it's clear that Duke Leto understood the likely danger posed by moving to Arrakis. However, refusing the gift was not an option for him, as any house would be glad to accept such a generous offering. In addition, refusing the Emperor would have been treason and an act of disobedience. Such refusal would force the House Atreides to go into exile and forfeit their home planet Caladan. While exile would likely have ensured the safety of Atreides' family, it would also result in the loss of their heritage and fortune. So instead, Duke Leto chose the gamble, attempting to outsmart the Emperor and House Harkonnen. When House Harkonnen had control over Arrakis, they had accumulated substantial wealth, a fact that fueled Glos Araban's rage when they were expelled.
How can the Emperor take everything we've built and give it to that Duke?
The Emperor's actual goal was to eliminate House Atreides, but do it in secret. Direct involvement of his army, the Sardaukar, would have resulted in a revolt of other houses and weakened his power. Therefore, the Emperor conspired with House Harkonnen to execute his plan discreetly, and to camouflage the Sardaukar's involvement, they were disguised as Harkonnens. In other words, the Emperor couldn't directly assault Duke Leto on Caladan. Instead, he had to stage a fight between House Harkonnen and House Atreides, making it appear as though Harkonnens were reclaiming Arrakis back in their possession. In the book, Mentat Hawat cites an additional reason the Emperor decided to eliminate House Atreides, which is the Atreides army trained under the expert guidance of Gurney Halleck and Duncan Idaho. Their training methods were so advanced that the relatively small Atreides force on Caladan was comparable, if not superior, to the Emperor's elite Sardaukar, widely regarded as the best army in the Imperium. Recognizing the potential for Duke Leto to expand his dangerous force posed a significant threat for the Emperor, especially if Duke forged an alliance with the Fremen, who were already regarded as elite fighters. This military strength was another reason the Emperor assaulted House Atreides. So the final question arises, why Duke Leto accepted to move to Arrakis knowing that Harkonnens and the Emperor would attack? Duke Leto believed that he could negotiate an alliance with the Fremen, the inhabitants of Arrakis, who would assist him in repelling a potential invasion. He also assumed that he would have way more time to prepare for an attack and did not anticipate the betrayal from within his ranks. Leto believed that by forging an alliance with the Fremen he could outmaneuver a Harkonnen's assault. However, due to Dr. Huen's betrayal and the limited time frame, his plan failed to materialize and Harkonnens regained the control of Arrakis by the end of the 2021 Dune movie. Another question that some people had, if Arrakis was so valuable, why didn't the Emperor claim it for himself? The answer to this question isn't explicitly stated in the books, but the most plausible explanation is that such action would upset the balance of power among the houses. Claiming Arrakis would give the Emperor almost an unlimited power derived from the wealth of the spice trade, likely sparking a rebellion among the other houses. In addition, the Emperor, despite his significant power, also functioned as a mediator to maintain equilibrium among all the houses. So taking Arrakis for himself would disrupt this balance and likely cause a war. Therefore, the tragedy that happened to the House Atreides in the first Dune movie was almost inevitable. However, these events set in motion Paul Atreides essentially becoming one of the Fremen, a group with a deeply rooted hatred towards Harkonnens who tried to destroy them while possessing Arrakis. Consequently, the struggle for control over Arrakis is not over, and we'll soon see the conclusion of the story in the second installment of the Dune series. Thank you guys for watching, like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to this channel for more content. My name is Croft and I'll see you in the next video.